Chapter 17. Cute Curveball. Freddy wasn't ready for this. He actually knew exactly who this Ali person was before he'd briefly gone outside with Andy and had subsequently come inside and ingratiated himself to the group. He wasn't jealous, as he knew Ali had a boyfriend called Finn, another university rower who was also at St. Mary's Boat Club. They were both known on the scene as slightly wild and unpredictable. This meant that while he enjoyed eye candy standing in front of him, he was cautious and did get slightly possessive over Andy. He did not want a threesome or anything sordid to happen. That was non-negotiable. He wanted to respect Andy, and that would not be the best way to do so. Besides, he'd fucked Ali years ago after an event at an after-party at Amherst Boat Club near Oxford. It was a messy evening, and he doubted whether Ali remembered any of the threesome they'd had with him and Finn. He did have a great ass, though. He recalled having him on all fours on the bed in nothing but a jockstrap and white baseball cap. He and Finn had shot their loads inside him at least 4 times each. Messy, but gratifying. Gratifying, but wholly inappropriate, given the current circumstance. The only way to deal with this was in a tactful way that would let Ali think that he's included, while at the same time signalling to Andy that he was safe and there was literally no chance in hell of them all sleeping together. "So, Ali, what are you doing after this?" he asked. Ali responded in a cute kind of way that told him everything he needed to know about the predictable internal machinations of Ali's mind. Not sure. I wanted to get some more wine and see if any of my friends were about. Or maybe just a relaxing evening at home after. Not sure." He knew exactly what Ali was doing. Planting seeds. That is, planting thoughts in he and Andy's minds. The other kind of seed he wanted to plant was probably semen. "Don't fool yourself, kiddo," he silently said to himself. "Ah, nice. Well, Andy and I are heading out for dinner together. Carafini. You know the place. It's on Lower Sloane Street. Amazing. The best crab salad. So fresh." Freddy noticed Andy's body language change at hearing this. It clearly worked. If he had invited Ali out for more drinks, or to Soho or somewhere, then the evening would go in an entirely different direction. It would likely end at around midnight when all of them would get too tired and jaded about being on Compton Street and cynical of how far removed it was from the world of rowing. They'd probably end up making some bad decisions, order a Prosecco or champagne, and then drunkenly take a taxi back to Andy's place and spend the evening fucking and drinking the rest of the expensive mezcal. Not ideal. Andy took the hint. Not literally, but knew what Freddy was doing. "You didn't tell me about the crab. Freddy, fucking love crab. Can't wait." Ali may have noticed, in a moment of drunken sincerity, that Freddy and Andy were a thing. While he was clearly tenacious and extremely randy, Freddy knew that he had an ounce of honour still left in him. He backed off. "Yeah, I might head home anyway. Love that restaurant though. I took Finn before." There it was. He had cowed slightly and named Finn, his significant other, which to Freddy was admittance that he probably had an ulterior motive all along. It wasn't that Ali had planned to attend the photography event to take him and Andy home. Rather, that men sometimes had other designs in their mind that they didn't even know they wanted to execute. While he couldn't say, "Andy is mine, back off," he had found a way of eloquently standing his ground and making it clear exactly where this evening wouldn't be going. He did admire Ali's body though, perfectly muscular and well dressed tonight. He knew Ali had a nice cock too, but in all honesty didn't give a damn. Knowing that Andy was there was enough for him. Isabella returned from the bathroom, looking somewhat more chipper than she had before. She was a lovely person from what Freddy could tell of her so far. Perhaps she had found a cute boy to talk to at the wine table. Although she seemed expressive and open, perhaps even pretentious, Freddy knew that she had been through some tough times. He'd have to stay in touch with her. She seemed like someone who had good intentions, unlike Ali.